When I went to school, we had the superintendent of schools, and that was it. Now, you have the superintendent, the deputy superintendent, the superintendent of communications, the superintendent of sports, the superintendent of government affairs. You got the principal, the assistant to the assistant principal, the principal of recess, the principal of discipline, the principal of sports. And I'm sure, unless we got a bisexual teacher somewhere, there's probably a principal of the girls' restrooms and a principal of the boys' restrooms. And that bothers me, because I'm telling you that's nothing but padding the books.
Mr. Barnes, point of order.
Yes, sir.
Representative Sinema, your point.
Impugning, I think, lack of decorum, something inappropriate. Please keep your comments to the bill and not to people's orientation. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what she said, sir.
Mr. Barnes, she would like you to keep your comments to the bill. Please proceed.
She wanted me to keep what?
Your comments to the bill.
I think this is the comments to the bill. Is there not anything in there about education cuts? What's the matter? Don't you read the bills before you start voting on them? It is.
Mr. Barnes.
A part of the bill. And now I'll tell you something. It's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again, and I don't know where it's going to stop. But you think it's in trouble now? You wait. Because if we don't solve all of the problems this year, which I doubt if we will, we got 3 times as many next year. Somewhere down the line, that thing is going to break. And then, I tell you, one of the school districts came and talked to me and said, you can't vote against the school problems because we need the budgets. We can't solve them. And I says, look, quit putting pressure on me. I got enough pressure. I'm not against education. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for education. And he says, but we can't take any cuts. I said, no, wait a minute. I says, I'll tell you what. Why don't we let the state just go bankrupt and let a trustee come in that's not, you can't vote on a trustee. The trustee comes in and he decides who's going to take the cuts. Oh, no, you can't do that. I says, yes, we can, and maybe we should. And I vote aye.
Representative Barnes votes aye. Members, by your votes of 35 ayes, 20 nays, you have passed Senate Bill 1001, signed in open session. The clerk is instructed to record the action of the House and convey the bills to the Senate.